What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to another episode of Play to Win Season 2. The series where basically guys I try and make an overpowered team as big as like overpowered as possible and go on a win streak. This time we are going for cups only guys. So I'm currently in the Advanced Cup. At the end of the last episode guys I was in the semi-final of the Advanced Cup, but as you can see here, just as I go into the Advanced Cup, I actually didn't show it. It kicked me out of the semi-final stage this time after it kicked me out the first round last time. So currently I've won 4 games guys and I haven't won a cup yet, which is a little bit annoying, but it is not the end of the world. So I want to address a couple of the things that were mentioned a fairly few times in the last video. The first thing is, why is it called Play to Win with the number 2? The number 2 guys basically symbolizes the fact that it's Season 2 and it's not any kind of error or anything like that. It's there completely on purpose to show that it is Season 2. And if you can see in the top left there where I've got my club name as well, it's Play to Win, again just to signify that it is indeed Season 2. One of the other things that came up a lot was my left midfielder. So I've got Eder Luiz and I really like him. He's got a beast long shot and 3-star skills and I really enjoy him. I also like the fact that he's got a right foot instead of a left strong foot. But a lot of people recommended Michel Bastos. Now in the last episode I said almost right at the start, Michel Bastos I didn't like because he's got 1-star weak foot and he's left footed, which isn't great for a team like this. You kind of need that right foot finesse shot. So if Bastos had like a 3 or 4-star right foot, I'd probably go with him because he has got the 5-star skills. One of the other people that was recommended highly was Nene. For whatever reason guys, I'm just not a fan of Nene. He's one of those players that I've used very rarely on FIFA. Like, you've never ever seen a Nene in any of my videos. I just don't like the guy and I have absolutely no reason why. I'm sure he's a fantastic player, but I'm really not a big fan, so I don't use him at all. The other player that was recommended guys was Inform Roger. Inform Roger wasn't picked for the same reason that Wellington Silva wasn't picked, and that was because of his pace. Inform Roger of course has 5-star skills and is a left-sided player, but he only has like 81 pace. And 81 pace guys just isn't good enough. There were a few other players that I could have taken. I could have taken Adriano from Barcelona, 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot, pretty good shot on him and pretty good pace. But I really wanted to try something a little bit different, and I'd played with Eder Luiz a few times before and just thought, hey, let me give him a shot because he's actually pretty decent and pretty fun to play with, and of course he is very cheap. Now one thing about Play to Win guys is the fact that I don't get to change the teams throughout the series. So for all the recommendations you guys have given me, I'm not going to accept any of them, and you guys have just got to accept that this is the team that I'm using. And although you may prefer different players, I don't. I prefer these players and I really enjoy this team. So we're going to move on to player of the episode guys. As you can see on the right hand side there, he's been there throughout the whole time. We've got Dede the centre back. Now there's a lot of comments as to why I call him Dede the centre back, which I'll tell you the story about that in just a little while, but let me talk to you about Dede the centre back first. So he's got 2-star skills and 2-star weak foot, which obviously aren't overly amazing. For a centre back, you know, 2-star skills is pretty regular, although there are quite a few Brazilians with 3-star skills. But some of the best points about Dede, again, as you can see on the right hand side there, his 91 strength, his 83 sprint speed and his 81 heading. He's a solid defender. He's very fast, but most importantly he's super strong. So even if you've got someone who's faster than him, they're never going to be able to push it past him and run around him because he's just going to out-strengthen them every single time. He does absolute work guys. He even scores a goal or 2 in this episode, and that again just comes from his strength, mainly from corners. If he's the near post attacker on a corner, you'll almost definitely score goals with him if you put a drilled near post corner in. And that's just because he's got really good strength. This guy's here just trying to be an absolute cocky little twat because he's getting dicked, and gives me a nice diving header there with Wallison. But yeah guys, so Dede you can pick up for like around 1500 coins in any formation. You could probably pick him up for as cheap as 1000 coins or as expensive as 3000 coins on any given day, and probably after this video his price will rise a bit to like 2 to 3000 coins most probably, but it will decrease again over time, especially as we get towards the end of FIFA 12, simply because he's just he has a low card weight. I think that's the the right term. Basically, there's just absolutely hundreds of him on the market. He's a very, very common player, but he's very, very, very good, and he fits into so many different teams. Of course, Brazilian teams are very common, and he is a very common player for them. He's got a high card weight. Thanks for that superb bit of information. Yeah, cheers. So the reason why he's called Dede the centre back, guys, the reason why I call him Dede the centre back is because of my friend El Dinero. Many of you guys probably know who he is. If you don't, he's got a channel. It's /El Dinero 90. If I remember, I'll put the link in the description, but don't count on it. Basically, when I stayed in Ireland, or when he was in England and stayed with me, we was playing with one of the teams, and I don't know why we did it, but we called him Dede the centre back. We was going on a run with him, and he was up in like the striker's position, and I was just like, oh my god, that's Dede the centre back. And it just kind of went on from there, and now it's like drilled into my head that he's called Dede the centre back. And of course his name isn't Dede the centre back, it's just Dede. But I'm just so used to calling him Dede the centre back after saying it so many times as a joke that I actually now say it as a serious kind of thing, that the only thing I kind of say. So thanks very much for watching, guys. We're coming towards the end of the video now. I'm going to be going to Gamescom tomorrow, or maybe today as you're first watching this video, because I'm uploading this video quite late at night, and I can't wait for that. And I'm going to hopefully get some pretty sick footage from Gamescom of not only FIFA but also some Black Ops 2 multiplayer. So I'm really looking forward to that. But we come to the fourth and final game here, guys, and this guy gave me a pretty tough game. We get to game number 8. This is the final of the tournament this time. Scored a nice goal with David Luiz there, and this guy cannot hack the fact that I'm beating him so bad in extra time, and he gets a yellow card for Lucio there, but has had enough. So he rage quits, guys, and I win my first trophy. So we're 8 wins, 1 trophy. Put in the comment section how many wins you think I'm going to get to and how many cups you think I'm going to win. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's cheers.
But it's jizz as well.
It's just cheers.
Jizz on my face. Just jizz.
Fucking cheers! And that's, at the moment, that's exactly what we're on. You know, we're 3 wins in a row, and this should be the final game for us now in the cup. But unfortunately, this is only the semi-finals now to put us into the finals. And Nilmar scoring a nice goal there. Nilmar's a really good player. You know, 4-star skills and good pace, and he is awesome to use. And this team in general, guys, is real awesome to use. And you can change a few players up that you like instead of them. You know, if you do prefer like Kaká or Hernandez, or any of the other Brazilians that you could fit into this team, it's a really solid team to use, guys, and I think you'd thoroughly enjoy it. You get some good passing with this team as well. You know, they've all got really high ball control stats, and you know, very comfortable on the ball. Score a nice little heel-to-heel click there with Nilmar. But we are coming towards the end of the episode now, guys. So if you want to put in the comment section how many games you think I'll win, and if you want, how many cups you think I'll win. Although the cups and games would be a bit different, because it does happen to me quite a few times throughout this series with the old